Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am joined this evening by the one, the only, Mr. Jamie Phillips. How are we doing this evening, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Some super trolls out there, but I'm good.
All good. Fighting the trolls every day. That's what you got to do here.
That's what we got to do.
Callum should be joining us later on once he's wrapped up on Coppish, so he should be joining us. But before we start, make sure to hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Make sure to subscribe to Jamie's channel. He's on the road to 10K. Links in the links in the description, not in the title. And then obviously the GoFundMe link is also in the description for my midnight walk for the domestic abuse support unit in Wrexham, which I'm doing in August. So that link is also in the description. But Jamie, two nights ago, we were discussing about confirmed fights for UFC 304 in Manchester. When we were talking about who's going to be the co-main, who's going to be their main, is it going to be two title fights? Is it going to just be one title fight? Well, Dana dropped the announcement. UFC 304 will be headlined by Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad 2 for the UFC Welterweight Title. How do you feel about this? Is this well deserved for Belal? Because I thought he wasn't going to get it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I thought he wasn't going to get it.
he's
Not
obviously
because of his political.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's got it. He's waited for it.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think it's the two fights that we pretty much said the other night that have probably happened, weren't it? Yeah, Curtis Blaydes makes sense. I don't think there's anyone else in the heavyweight division right now that makes.
We'll touch on Aspinall stuff because Tom dropped a little bit of a bit of news.
Oh, did he? I ain't seen that. But the main event, one thing I will say, right now, Dana White made a point that Edwards is the main event. I thought the heaviest belt was the main event if there's two championships.
But Thomas is an interim belt.
Well, then you can't call him heavyweight champion then. I hope they don't introduce him as heavyweight champion then. But yeah, look, it makes sense, don't it? Belal and Edwards. I don't think it'd be the most exciting of main events. But yeah, it's the fight that makes sense. I think Edwards needs to get this fight out of the way with so he can get on to bigger stuff in the future. Because I think he'll win this comfortably. But yeah, it's going to be Manchester, England. Two British fighters, champions, are going to be main event, a British first ever English pay-per-view for the UFC. So it's great stuff. Don't get me wrong. You know, the whole card is pretty good, to be fair. Yeah, England getting actually a UFC pay-per-view and a good card. I mean, usually when they come to England, we just get a lot of nobodies and that.
It's just shame it's at like 6 a.m. when the main event's going to hit and everyone's going to be shouting.
And we said that he must be putting on big fights for this to be American time. So now he has.
Look, he has to be, but I feel like for me personally, this is the right matchup to make. Is it the most excitable matchup? No. There are probably better matchups-wise that was going to excite fans, like a Shavkat, like an Ian Gary, like maybe Michael Venom Pace, like you suggested a couple of days ago, Jamie. But this made sense, one, because Belal deserves it, as much as people may find him boring and not the most marketable fighter, a bit cringe, but who fighters not cringe nowadays? It makes sense, the fact that he's managed to wait this long for it. He still fought whilst he's probably been clamoring on for this title shot. Done multiple weight cuts. He's hit 35. Which means he ain't going to win it. Sorry, Belal. Unless you break that curse. Unless you turn into a prime Tyron Woodley, you'll not win that belt, my friend.
Yeah.
I think this has been pushed because look who Belal, like when Belal posted on X about the announcement, he was with Islam Makhachev. Umar Nurmagomedov from Bellator, Ali Abdelaziz. Part of me's thinking, Jay, do you think it's Ali that's really pushed this for Belal? Because it has been recently, like in the Sean Brady fight, Khabib was the trainer, trained over there with AKA, and we know that Ali has pull. We know he's got pull. Like we're seeing his random fighters headline like fight nights against Sean Strickland when you know that he's got no right to be there, but he's just there. Do you think that Ali has sort of not pulled a fast one, but really like pulled rank and go, no, Belal deserves this, and you need to give him this?
Yeah, it does seem like it. It does seem like it because I think Dana has been trying to get this fight together. I think Dana wants to give Belal the fight, but he sort of doesn't at the same time because it just doesn't feel like Belal is and Edwards is. Look, I personally don't think Dana White likes Leon Edwards as champion. I think he finds him boring. I think he finds Belal boring, and I think he just wants this fight out of the way with and done. And he's thinking, right, best place to do this is the UK's first ever pay-per-view. Let's get it done, get that out of the way with, and then I ain't got to worry about it ever again. And I can start booking more exciting fights. So, yeah, you're probably right. Add a word in his ear, get the fight done, and we'll get out of it, sort of thing. But yeah, but that was boring as shit, man. And look, to be fair, look, so's Edwards a bit.
Like my perspective in this is like it's been pretty obvious that the Dana like Belal. I'm not too sure what their working relationship's like, but we definitely know what he won't be carrying to that ring, and that will be his flag. Like we know that for certain because Mr. Free Speech when it comes to certain things won't happen. We know what it is, politics and that get involved, and I don't think Dana really want to put this fight together. I think he's tried everything. I think he's tried everyone versus Edwards, and Edwards has gone yes, to accept because Dana doesn't want to give this fight. I completely agree with you, Jamie. He like this is the last fight he wants to really put together. The most obvious one he doesn't want to put together. But Leon has said yes to. Like I think he may have said yes to Hamzat when champion. Hamzat's not a welterweight anymore, so that's not going to happen.
No.
Islam. Yeah, of course he's going to say yes to Islam, but Islam doesn't really deserve to go up for the belt 170. Shavkat, injured.
Yeah.
Injured. You're not going to give Usman the fourth fight. You're not going to run it back with Colby. Yeah, look at the other contenders. Ian Gary's probably a fight away from the belt.
Yeah, you literally do look at the rankings. Look, take Belal out, he's fighting. Shavkat's injured. He's fought Colby. He's fought Usman twice. Gilbert Burns
has just been KO'd.
Gilbert Burns ain't getting a title fight anytime soon. You got Jack Delala, obviously.
To go up.
You got Mandalena, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Mandalena doesn't deserve it yet.
And Ian Gary. Ian Gary's the only other fight, really. And that's it. And Michael Venom Page. Say MVP, Ian Gary, and Shavkat. That's the next three fighters for Leon Edwards, in my opinion, after this fight.
And plus chuck in a super fight with Islam, because we know that will happen next year. Should he have the belt? There is a bit of a backstory, but for me, I hope the crowd's pumped. I hope the crowd's pumped because they're going to need to be at their 100% to get through this fight. Because I don't think it's going to be. Well, to be fair, if it's anything like the first fight, minus the eye pokes, Edwards will get him out real quick. But MMA doesn't work like that.
No, it don't.
That fight was like 3 to 4 years ago that fight was now? It seems like an age away since they fought. I think it was more 2020, 2022, 2021, so about 3 years ago now since that fight. So I can't really... As long as it doesn't go to decision, I just got a feeling that it will be a decision win for Leon, and we know what the narrative's going to be because, fans of like Khabib and Islam and now Belal's in the camp. If Leon gets a scruffy decision win, we know what's going to happen. We know the narrative, Jamie. Belal got robbed. Belal got robbed. And let me tell you, yeah, any fighter on this card that ain't British, you ain't winning a decision. You just ain't.
No, yeah.
Winning a decision. Yeah, look what happened to the guys that fought in Brazil. You fought against Brazilians. Yeah, you think that you're winning decisions. Think again. No way.
You're not going to win. Usually your hometown fight usually gets the hometown
favorite. Like Steve Ervig against Pantoja should have walked out with the flyweight belt. No. We're in Brazil.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think any hometown fighter is always going to get the majority of the decisions, no matter what. Unless it's so landslide they did the other way, they have to give it. But yeah, maybe that'll make it more an interesting fight because Belal will probably think I'm not going to get a decision no matter what. So I'm going to have to try and take it to him. Which, if you do that, Edwards likes counter fighting, don't he?
Yeah.
He'd rather that, to be honest. He'd rather Belal come onto him.
Pause. And plus, if I'm Belal, this is going to be his one and only shot at gold because he ain't getting another one again.
Oh no! This is it. This is it. As long as Leon Edwards is champion.
Yeah, like as Eminem once said, you got one chance, one shot, one opportunity. Make everything you ever wanted. You're going to take it.
I thought you were going to wrap it. I thought you were going to wrap it for a minute.
No, I'm not going to wrap it. I'm not going to wrap it. Yeah. So he's got one shot. Like
as long as Edwards is champion, Belal ain't having no title shot.
Oh no. Yeah, Belal ain't getting a title shot again. Like regardless who's champ, Jamie. Like ain't gonna happen.
After this fight, Shavkat's next, no matter what.
Yeah. Shavkat's 100% next. So that's the main event. Just before we move on to the co-main event, rightful decision that this is the main event for me. It is because it is the full belt. It's not the interim belt. It is the full belt, so it makes sense that he headlines. If you didn't want Leon to headline, you should not have had him on this card.
I think Aspinall's the more popular fighter,
and that's the issue.
I think Aspinall's name as the headline on the main event on the banner. Obviously, when you go to UFC's page and you go to events, you see like they have the main event as the title, and it's Belal Edwards, and I'm like, if it's Aspinall Blaydes, I think that sells more things. But the way UFC put it, so they've got Leon Edwards, Belal, welterweight title bout main event, co-main event. It says heavyweight interim title bout.
Yeah.
So they're counting it as a title fight, and it's the heavyweight title fight. So it should be the main event. UFC. I'm going to keep saying it. UFC do not like Aspinall. I've said it since day one. They do not like.
I don't think is. Do you know what, Jamie? Let's touch on it now. I was about to say early predictions, but I think we know Edwards. Edwards for me. Edwards retains, and still, agreed.
Yeah, I think Edwards wins a boring decision, and he gets booed out of the place.
Decision. But speaking of Tom Aspinall, Jamie, it has been confirmed, like probably one of the worst get secrets, that Tom Aspinall will be defending his UFC heavyweight title. Interim heavyweight title against Curtis Blaydes in I wouldn't say a highly anticipated rematch, but a rematch nonetheless. After Aspinall injuring his knee within 15 seconds. Just before I ask him about what you think of the matchup, Tom Aspinall did say on his YouTube channel that he was offered to fight Cyril Gane in Manchester. Tom Aspinall said yes, but Monsieur Cyril decided that he wanted to go and film a movie, so he did not take on the fight. No, decided to film and did not want to fight. But I guarantee you that he'll be ready to fight in Paris. I guarantee. So Cyril Gane decided after the interim title shot, I'm going to film a film, and I'll probably headline in Barrett a few months later.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they ain't got many French fighters, have they?
Talk about thumb in the bag.
I knew they'd offer we knew they'd offer Cyril Gane the fight.
I told you.
We all knew, like, all the fighters they got, they will go off for Cyril Gane. This is how much they don't like Aspinall, man. They don't want him to be a star. Aspinall as a star is dangerous to the company, in my opinion.
Because it's not like, let's say, right, that it was Cyril that was the interim champ. John Jones ain't taking them seriously. Because one is easy work. Easy work. Take him down, slap him about a bit, tap him out one round. Easy walk. But Tom Aspinall's a champ. This guy can wrestle. This guy's got jiu-jitsu.
He can grapple.
He's bigger than him. He's probably got better strike than him, younger than him.
It's harder.
Probably thinking, shit, that guy might actually beat me, you know?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, we got to shut this down real quick. And that's why John Jones is getting a bit antsy. This is why he's getting antsy. This is why he was tweeting. Just like I'm not going to go through the tweet that we went through. You can watch that on the previous video me, Jamie, and Callum did. So we know John Jones is getting a bit tetchy. And I'll repeat, John Jones is tweeting after that fight. If Tom Aspinall wins, Jones is tweeting. If Blaydes wins, Jones is tweeting. So we know that he is tweeting regardless of the result. But Aspinall, please, yeah, when you beat Curtis Blaydes, drop the nice guy shit, because I know he's trying to be nice and respectful. Take that mic, look down the camera, and call out John Jones proper. Go say to John Jones, hey, John Jones, stop being a pussy. Stop running. Yeah? I'll be ringside for you versus Stipe. And I'm getting in that octagon after you fight, and we're going to square up. Because I'm taking my belt, my division. This is my division now, not your division, my division. Yeah? Because I love Tom. I know he's being respectful. And he's getting the back and forward off Jones, but I swear to God, he has got to drop that now. He's got to drop it. When he beats Blaydes, I need him down the camera, killer. I need the killer to tell Jones that I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, sucker.
That's yeah. I'm glad you said that bit. Yeah, he needs to. I mean, yeah.
Like, company politics. I know he's doing the company politics, like be all nice and we don't want to rile up John. Don't want to rile him up. But fuck John Jones.
It's just
fuck him.
Oh,
this is your division. Or say afterwards, I am the heavyweight champion. John who? John who?
John Jones.
He's fighting Stipe on the UFC because no one gives a fuck anymore about the fight.
I'm looking at literally the heavyweight division right now, the rankings. Yeah, so obviously John Jones champion, apparently. Aspinall's interim champion. You got Cyril Gane graded 2. He's beat him. You got Pavlovich. Aspinall just beat him. He just beat him. He's got Curtis Blaydes. He's going to fight in next month. He'll probably beat him. Then I'm looking around the rest of the rankings. Alexander Volkov.
Beat him.
You got Stipe or John Jones. And then you got what? Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis could be dangerous because Tom does get flipped a little bit. So it could be dangerous.
Yeah.
But Tom to win.
Derek Lewis could be going WWE though. So.
Oh yes, please.
Have you heard about that? That is apparently.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
So yeah, because his character, he could probably work over there. So I'm looking at the heavyweight division, right?
Derek Lewis versus Brock.
You know what it needs, don't you? You know what this heavyweight division needs. I don't think I need to say it, but this heavyweight division needs a very dangerous, terminating Brazilian. Do you know what I mean? Pereira is desperate. They need him. They desperately need Pereira in this heavyweight division, man.
Jones are going to step right up. I need a guy that has got a big name that I can beat easily.
They need Pereira in this heavyweight division. This heavyweight division is the worst division in the company right now. Yeah. It's not their fault. It's not like Aspinall's fault. But John Jones don't want to fight him. He wants to fight. He wants to fight Stipe, who's now, by the way, 6th in the rankings.
Mamma mia.
He's 6th. Volkov is 5. Curtis Blaydes is 4. Pavlovich is 3. Garn is 2. And Aspinall's 1. And then John Jones champion. So Stipe... So if John Jones and Stipe literally retire after that fight, because at least one of them are going to retire after that fight. Yeah?
No, Jamie. They're both retiring.
If they both retire after that fight, then all we've got left in the heavyweight division is Aspinall, who's obviously the king of the division, Cyril Gane, Pavlovich, Blaydes, Volkov, Almeida, is it Spivak, Derek Lewis, Rosenstruck, who's terrible. That is the division. It needs Pereira. Dana White needs Pereira.
It just goes, ugh.
Yeah. we need the heavyweight division needs a Pereira Aspinall trilogy.
Hey, Izzy, he said, "You want to fight heavyweight? Step right up. We need some blood in it."
Who else? Who else can go up in the heavyweight? Who else we got? Who else in light heavyweight it can go up? Do you think? Yan, maybe.
Possibly not you.
Roundtree, maybe.
Roundtree.
I don't know if there's any.
Cannonier, we need you ahead. Tell Jared Cannonier we need you back at heavyweight again.
Is there any heavyweight fighters out there that's not employed by UFC that can make a splash?
Probably Habib. We've also had 200 pounds, maybe. No.
Yeah, Habib. That's right.
Habib.
But the fact is, there's nothing. The heavyweight division in MMA at the moment is dead. And
it's called DC back. Say, hey, DC, we can get you another title shot really easily, you know. Yeah, and get your title shot, DC.
I just feel like I think John Jones will be made to stay because of the division.
Whoa.
And yeah, here's my thing, right? I think Dana White will make John Jones stay because the division's so weak. He will make Stipe retire because he won't book him in any more fights. So Stipe will just have to retire. He will make John Jones stay by agreeing to something or other. And then he will ask Pereira to step up. So we've got Aspinall, Pereira, and John Jones in the heavyweight division, where he's going to hope that them three can swap the belts between each other for the next 2 years. Because otherwise, what the hell are we looking forward to in the heavyweight division? What's making money in that heavyweight division apart from Aspinall? Like, literally. I feel for Aspinall. He's coming to the worst generation of heavyweight fighting.
Yeah.
And he's a literal superstar. He's a beast. What is he? You're going to lose Aspinall to boxing if you're not careful. This guy needs fights, man. And Pereira, I think Aspinall would love Pereira. That's what he breathes. Look, Curtis Blaydes, I think, is a tough fight for him. I think he's the only other fighter in that division at this moment in time. That's probably a tough fight for him. But I still think he cooks him, especially in the UK. Especially last time they fought, the knee, gave out quite quickly. So I think he's going to smoke Curtis Blaydes. But
Curtis Blaydes got some danger, I'd be very interesting because when you probably look at the heavyweights, he is probably the hardest matchup. Like, I know Pavlovich, we say was the hardest because Pavlovich he's got big Russian power. But Blaydes is a superior wrestler. He's one of the best wrestlers. I'd probably say that he is the best wrestler at heavyweight. Obviously, Jones is there, but come on, like, Jones fucking took down Cyril Gane, mate. Like, whoop-de-doo sort of thing. But Blaydes is a big test, Like, we think Aspinall's going to smoke him, but I reckon it's going to be a lot more. I think Aspinall will get the finish, but it's not going to be like a one and done type of thing. Like, it's going to be one takedown and some hammer fist.
Blaydes lost to Pavlovich, didn't he? And
but when
he got knocked out.
Yeah, when Blaydes loses, I've noticed, right? Like, look with the Derek Lewis fight, for example. That's the one that really sticks out. He telegraphs the takedown. Boom, gets caught with the uppercut. Lights out. Lights out. If Tom can read, because I do find sometimes Blaydes can be predictable with his takedown entries. I feel if Aspinall get the reads early, then he can just time knee up the middle, boom, uppercut. Because you know Aspinall's probably the best boxer in that division. He's trained with Tyson. Like, he's not going to be a slouch if you train with Tyson Fury. As much as
he's got everything though. He's got boxing, kickboxing. He's got judo. He can clinch. You know, it's not going to be hard for Curtis Blaydes. It's going to be hard for Curtis Blaydes to take Aspinall down.
But my only issue with Aspinall, he's got the wavy chin syndrome. Because in that Pavlovich fight, I noticed, short as it went, he got caught. And I saw the eyes nearly go, and that's a concern. If he gets caught, like, obviously,
I don't know. He got caught apparently by the hardest puncher there. He got caught by apparently the hardest puncher in the division right now, and he took it and then just smoked.
Francis came back.
Yeah, but without Francis, he's apparently the hardest puncher, ain't he? I think it'll be a good fight with Curtis Blaydes. I just think Aspinall's going to have too much. I just think it's going to be too. It's going to be. Aspinall's in his 30s, but he's a young 30-odd-year-old because he ain't had many fights. So he feels fresh. He probably feels like a 20-odd-year-old fighting because he's fresh. Yeah. He hasn't got a lot of miles on him. I just think Curtis is too small as well. I think Aspinall wins that fight, and then he has to call out, as you say, he has to be the bad guy. He has to call out John Jones. He has to call all the names under the sun and go, look, what we doing around here?
Like, I know, like, he probably doesn't want to be like a dick because he's trying to be like a role model, trying to be an upstanding champion. And I know he's had reactions. He's managed to get a rise out of John Jones by basically stating facts, and facts don't give a shit about your feelings, pretty much. But we know Jones is looking at it saying, it's not bothering me. I need to see the killer. I need to see Tom Aspinall, the killer. I need his dad, who is one of his trainers, say, hey, son, when you smoke Blaydes, we need you to smoke Blaydes. And we need you to look down that camera and say, yo, Jones, where you at, pussy? Oh, I don't say pussy, Jones, where you at? Yeah? And I'll be ringside for your fight. Yeah? And don't think you're going to run. Like, something along those lines. Obviously, I'm not the greatest trash talker, so obviously Tom will probably find something better than what I've just said. But, like, yeah, I need to see a killer call out.
Yeah.
You know, fire a few shots at Dana. Just fire a few shots at Dana because I need something. Like, yes, he's a star in the octagon. I need to see that taken out. I need to see big star. Big star, big energy. And said, yeah, this is the guy now. This is the guy. Obviously, we've spoken about the title fights. Another fight was announced on the card. Paddy the Baddie. It's fighting Bobby Green. Bobby Green, not Money Moicano, which I thought that would have been the better fight for me, but personally, Money Moicano. But hey, Bobby Green, hey, I'm here just for the build-up. The build-up between Paddy and Bobby Green is going to be hilarious because Bobby's going to be like, what the fuck is this guy speaking out? I can't even understand this fool because of the thick Scouse accent. So we know Bobby Green's going to be with all the bling and don't want to say, like, I'm gangster. And then Paddy's going to go, I don't give a fuck, lad. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fucking tap you out, lad. I'm going to fucking tap you out. You little cunt. Well, it's going to be a great build-up, but is this Paddy's biggest test? Is this his biggest test now?
Without a shadow of a doubt, what, number 15 ranked fighter? You know, if he beats Bobby Green, that makes him ranked. You know, he probably takes that 15th spot. It makes him ranked. Or he probably takes 14th or 13th. So, Yeah, it's a big fight for Paddy Pimblett because you do feel if he beats Bobby Green after beating Ferguson in his last fight, it'd have to make him a ranked fighter. There's no doubt about that.
Momentum.
So there's a lot of positives for Paddy in this fight, and he's got to take it seriously. But Bobby Green is a dangerous opponent. He's got
hands.
He can submit you. He can knock you out. I don't know if Paddy can take a shot. I'm still not convinced Paddy can take a shot.
Jamie. This is the biggest thing we're going to see. Can Paddy take a smack?
I don't
proper smack this time. Not a Jared Gordon smack, a proper one off a guy that's got hands. And let's be honest, Bobby Green's probably going to mention the fact that he couldn't finish Tony Ferguson. Because they both fought Tony recently, and one way they'll probably get under Paddy's skin saying, hey, look, we both fought a washed up Tony. Yeah, and I'm not even a grappler, and I submitted him, and you couldn't. And now I'm fighting you. Easy work.
I don't know what Paddy's good at, to be fair.
Excellent jiu-jitsu practitioner. Excellent jiu-jitsu.
He is excellent in jiu-jitsu. His jiu-jitsu in UFC shit.
But I've said this before, his boxing defense, poor. His striking, not great. He hangs his chin out saying, hit me, please. And yeah, that's great when you're fighting lower ranked guys. But second someone gives you a proper smack and he gets dropped. Because Paddy's been stunned. In his UFC debut, he literally got stunned with just a shot straight down the pipe.
Yeah.
A little jab, boom, stunned. And Bobby Green's got power. 2 and 2 together. Be very interesting to see if Paddy's learnt much in his time off. I know he's had surgeries. He got married. His wife gave him birth to twins as well. I need to see a Paddy dialed in. And I need to see, I've not really seen what he looks like physique-wise. We know Paddy blows up like a balloon in and out of a fight camp. So it'd be very interesting to see what he's like before. But yeah, this is the biggest fight of his UFC career. And I've been pretty critical of him. I've been very critical of him by saying I don't think he'll ever win a belt. I don't think he'll touch a belt. I think the second he'll get a serious step up in opposition, he's probably going to fall short unless he makes some major adjustments to his game. We're going to find out if he's made any of those adjustments, Jamie, because if he loses to Bobby Green, I'm even going to say, the hype train. The hype train.
Yeah.
Another hype train derailed.
And I'm not being funny. Apart from Bobby Green, who's he beating? Look, let me give you the lightweight ranking. So obviously you got Islam champ. Then you got Arman #1, Oliveira, Gaethje, Poirier, Gamrot, Chandler, Darush, Rafael, Max Holloway, Renento, Dan Hooker, Turner, Benoit Saint Denis, and RDA. Who's he beating out of all them? If he beats Bobby Green, he's gonna have to fight one of them next if he beats Bobby Green. So let's say he beats Bobby Green. Do you give him Benoit Saint Denis next? Is that the match? Is that the fight? Because they're both up and comers, ain't they?
Oh, Benoit would kill him.
But they're both up and comers.
Kill him, man. No way. You want to say, Paddy, you don't give him Benoit. You give him.
I reckon he takes Benoit's ranking as well. Because Benoit lost his fight, didn't he?
Yeah,
so
no.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if he beats Bobby Green, I think because Dana loves the kid. He's been on his podcast, for goodness sake. I think Dana takes Benoit's number 13 spot, as a rank, and Benoit goes out the rankings because he lost his last fight.
Possibly.
I don't want it to happen because I like Benoit, and then you have Benoit and then you make the Benoit fight. Unless you fight Jalen Turner or a Dan Hooker, who's a journeyman. Do you want to give Pimblett, who's fighting Bobby Green, a journeyman in Dan Hooker?
Ooh, so just touching on Tom Aspinall, right? I've literally just seen this. Someone said on Twitter. Tom Aspinall said John Jones is just playing games and wants to fight 42-year-old Stipe instead. I spoke to Jones online, privately, personally, publicly. There's not a lot more I can do. Jones is playing games. He doesn't want the fight right now. He's interested in fighting 42-year-old Stipe. Facts, he's playing games. 100% he's playing games, man.
It's a shame, man.
100%. But anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Unfortunately, Callum did not join us. He is still stuck on Coppish. So make sure everyone to go over to Coppish, say that me and Jamie sent you there. Jamie, anything you want to plug on the channel, on your channel coming up this weekend?
I'm doing the watch along for Klopp's final game, and I think I've got some stuff coming up as well. So yeah, got a bit coming.
Cool. Obviously, I don't know if I'll do another fighting video tomorrow. Maybe touch on Fury Usyk. Maybe talk about Khabib maybe needing to come back because he's got tax issues. LOL. And obviously, I don't know.
Who's got tax issues? Who's got tax issues? Sorry, who has?
Khabib.
He ain't.
He has, but we'll talk about it offline because we'll do a video about it tomorrow. We'll do a video about it tomorrow. I promise. Because I'm off work tomorrow, so I may do one during the day if you're around.
Yeah, I'll be around here.
Yeah, and obviously I'll do a special video. I don't usually do football content. I did when I first started the channel, but I've not done any since the summer of 2022. But I'll do a special video of saying thank you, Jurgen. So make sure to keep an eye out for that on the channel as well. But yeah, everyone that's tuned in, everyone that's like the video, make sure to subscribe to Jamie's channel, my channel. Links are in the description for Callum's channel, the Sanderson Show. And also make sure the GoFundMe link is in the description for the Midnight Walk, raising money for the domestic abuse support unit in Wrexham that I'll be doing on the 23rd of August. Midnight Walk from Llangollen to the unit in Wrexham. So make sure to donate to that, no matter how little, how small. The goal is £500. If we can get there, that would mean everything. So yeah, until next time, everyone, thank you very much, and we'll see you all very soon.